Heck it. Should be good, I think. I think we're all right. Okay, Twitch, why are you doing that? There we go. There we go. Everything's set up finally. All right. 5 days. You just walked in my door. Okay. Well, that fucking blows. Okay, that puts like that puts all of my plans on the back burner. That fucking sucks. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. I'm finally gonna be able to fix the freaking belt tensioner on my truck. I'm gonna order the parts. I found a kit online that is the belt tensioner, the idler, and the serpentine belt for my truck. I found a kit for 60 bucks. So I'm going to be doing the belt. I'm actually going to be replacing all three of them: the tensioner, the idler, and the serpentine belt. I'm looking forward to it. Unfortunately, that's like only a portion of what's left that needs to be done to my truck, but one step at a time. The shocks and struts can wait. The ball joints are the thing that needs to be done the most. Technically, the idler pulley and the tensioner can wait. However, since they're only 60 bucks compared to like the 360 it's going to cost me for the ball joints, I'm just going to do the belt tensioner and get it done and over with, because why not? I mean, it just makes sense to me to fix that and then fix the ball joints. But either way, the ball joints need to get fixed in the next like couple weeks. I'm not looking forward to doing that work either. I've heard ball joints suck. So I'm not looking forward to doing that work. At least with the pulley, at least with the pulleys, the tensioner and the idler, at least those are just one bolt in and out. The ball joints are just a different monster entirely. But Jesus Christ. She scared the fuck out of me. She scared the fuck out of me. Oh my god. I should probably turn my light on. Well, he's out of the division, so I'm okay with that. Bills signed C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I'm happy with that. Actually, a fire signing for the Bills, too. The Steelers took Jaquan Brisker from the Bears. I'm happy with that. And Kevin Byard is on the Patriots, too. Woo! I am plenty okay with this happening. All of these safeties are now out of the fucking division, and I'm happy. What's up, man? I do like sports. I also was not expecting to stream tonight. I just got free time because I got called off of work. Yes, I do. I do like sports. Detroit. Well, pretty much everything Detroit. Pistons, Tigers, Lions, Red Wings. Do you like sports? Teams do you like? Football, soccer, and hockey. What teams? Manchester United, DC United, Washington Capitals, and Washington Commanders. Commanders had some pretty good signings. I don't know much about soccer or hockey, but I do know quite a bit about football. The Commanders signed some good players this offseason. I expect the Commanders to actually be a decent team again this season. It's definitely possible. If Jaden Daniels can be healthy, yeah, I definitely see that happening. Could give the Eagles a run for the division. Eagles lost a bunch of key defensive starters. course. I will be right back. I said the Eagles lost a bunch of key defensive starters, so the Commanders definitely could give them a run for the division. Yeah, they still got Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell, but, I mean, they don't have Reed Blankenship anymore, so don't really have to worry about him. Giants could be pretty decent too. Oh. Stuff with the Ravens? Yeah. With the Ravens and Max Crosby. I did see that. And then they signed Trey Hendrickson. Although I think I don't understand either. I don't understand trading for Max Crosby or signing Trey Hendrickson if I'm the Ravens, to be honest with you. I mean, you're losing. You lost your center, who was one of the best centers in the league. And you lost another piece on your O-line. Hey, what's up, Real Zubat, man? They lost their center and another piece on their O-line, and in turn, they sign a pass rusher to $120 million 4 years. That doesn't make any sense to me. Your O-line's not going to be good, so Lamar's not going to be able to make plays. How you doing, man? The fuck just happened? Ray, how about you? I'm doing great. This past week has actually been pretty damn good for me. Just work. Work in general has been good. Going to trade or pick a decent player from free agency. Yeah, they definitely could do that, but Just, I'm happy. I'm happy that work has been going well because it means I've been working more and I'm going to continue to start working more because they're giving us more hours finally because the season is picking back up. And that's good because I have quite a few things that I need to fix on my truck, and with the amount of money that I've been making, it's been kind of hard to buy the parts to do so. What do you do if you mind me asking? I'm a factory worker. My truck's definitely not gonna get done anytime soon, but I'll be able to do, I'll be able to order belt tensioner and an idler pulley as well as a serpentine belt, which all three are gonna be doing. Oh, for real, what do they make at the factory you work? We make ice. You gotta do my, after I'm done with the tensioner and the idler pulley and the serpentine belt, I gotta do my ball joints and my shocks and struts. As well as I'm gonna have to do my rear drum brakes eventually as well, so. I'm not looking forward to all that work. Anyone in Twitch right now? Yes, there is. Funnily enough, another person from the stream that we did on Sunday. But yeah, at my factory we make ice. I'm currently in production. I'm currently on the production team at my factory, and I'm hoping that eventually I'll be able to become a delivery driver and get a CDL to drive box trucks and semi trucks. It's commission based, so. But if I do end up getting a CDL and I can drive, you know, box trucks and semi trucks, and there's always a possibility that I'll be able to go and make more money somewhere else as well. Eventually, though, I'm hoping that I will be able to quit my job and do this. But I do not see that happening in the foreseeable future. You never know, one day can change your life. What have you guys been up to over the past couple of days? Hell yeah. School and gaming. It's been work and gaming for me. I was able to pick up Pokemon Pokopia. I had a friend who was willing to buy it for me, so I'm gonna be buying him a game when I get paid this week. Trying hunting Charmander, streaming, working, hanging out with friends. I've been meaning to hop into one of your streams. I just kind of conflicts with my work schedule, so it's kind of hard for me to do that. Oh, you got Pokopia, tell me how it is. Actually it's a really fun game. Very different from the normal Pokemon, obviously, but it's actually a really fun game. If you enjoy like the Animal Crossing style games, I would recommend it. But if you enjoy that style of game, yeah, I'd recommend playing it. It's pretty good. Oh, right. That's what I wanted to do. Now that I'm finally able to, I'm going to be changing my name on Twitch to what it is on YouTube now. I used to play at like 350 hours, so I might get it when I get the chance. Yeah. The game is, I think, $70. So it is quite expensive, but it's pretty standard for just gaming in general nowadays. Let me go ahead and do this really quickly. Account settings. They're not using. Oh, I need to change my username. That's right. Every game is expensive now. Yeah, that's very true. Very true. Pretty much literally everything is expensive, yeah. Surprised Leaf Green and Fire Red were actually cheap unlike any other game. Well, I knew that they weren't going to be, you know, super expensive. The games were only $40 when they came out, and they're also 20 years old. So. Okay. Fuck. I think that's... Nope, that's not it. Uh-oh. Yeah, but knowing them, it would, they would charge for nostalgia. That's... See, that's what my friend was saying, but like... I just disagree with that. Even that is kind of a lot for Nintendo. What? Oh. Fuck. There we go. What? Failed to save changes, try again. Fuck off. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do it after this stream then. I'm gonna have to do it after this stream. They won't let me do it right now. Are you still streaming this weekend? Since yes. Yes, I will be streaming this weekend. I disagree, man. I don't think Pokemon would be able to get away with $50 for these games. I feel like there's no way that would happen. But yes, I will still be streaming both days this weekend. As long as something does not come up. The weekends are my normal streaming days, so basically the reason I'm streaming right now is just because I had free time. I also look forward to it. I'm hoping that I will finally get the shiny Charmander this weekend. Since I'm basically just streaming out of free time currently and there's nothing actually, like this wasn't scheduled, I probably won't be streaming for as long as I did on Sunday, but the weekends I'll definitely do longer streams hunting it though. Between today and both days on the weekend, I'm hoping to get up to about 2,500 encounters. Shouldn't be too hard though. I mean, on Sunday I did like 600 something, I think. I could, I'm not going to. That's 1,000 encounters from where I'm at now. That would take like 6 or 7 hours to do 1,000 encounters. I definitely could stream that long, but I don't want to. Although I suppose it would depend on, you know, how many people come in and hang out during the stream and all that, so. But I'll tell you what, I will not be streaming for 5 hours tonight, unlike that. Well, it takes about 30 seconds per encounter. You gotta, you know, do the math. An hour is about 60 minutes. About. An hour is 60 minutes. If you do 2 encounters per minute, it's about 120 encounters per hour. Give or take. I've been meaning to say sorry for falling asleep on you last time. Hey, you're good, man. You don't have to explain yourself. You're all right. Just to let you know, Real Zoo Batman, I will be changing my name after this stream to my YouTube name. So, just to let you know about that. For some reason, Twitch won't let me do it right now, so. Probably because I'm live, but. How many more days do you think Arceus will take? Knowing my luck, and what's that name? My name on YouTube is Prosperity YT, and on Twitch I will need to put an underscore because it will not let me just put Prosperity or Prosperity YT. But Arceus will take, it'll probably take, I want to say 70 or 80 more days to get up to odds for Arceus. So I'm expecting that to not take that long. But I'll probably get Arceus somewhere around the 1,500 to 2,000 encounter mark. Somewhere in there. I'm hoping to get it sooner, obviously, but that's just what I'm expecting it to take. just with the way my shiny luck is. How many are you averaging per day for Arceus? Is that the question for Arceus? So I'm not really averaging anything per day. It's really just adding one encounter every single day. So I will do 32 encounters tonight. I will do 33 encounters tomorrow, and so on and so forth. Hey, Real Zoo Batman, what do you stream normally? I've been giving it more thought about what I want to do with this playthrough, and I think I am gonna end up doing a shiny badge quest for this. I think I will end up doing a shiny badge quest for this playthrough just because of how many times I've played the game in the past. Played Marvel Rivals? I have played Marvel Rivals, yeah. I'm not a huge fan of it. Shiny badge quest? I understand Marvel Rivals is a good game, and I'll give it that. It is a good game. I'm just not a huge fan of PvP games. I'm not very good at them. Shiny Badge Quest is where Sunday is Minecraft, Tuesday is Pokemon, Randomizer Nuzlocke, Thursday I did my first Undertale, and 3 times I finished it. And now Deltarune. I don't know, I still prefer TF2. What time do you normally stream on, or stream at? Because if it's not conflicting, I might be able to, 10 p.m. CRT. CET, that's Central. Is that, I will have to look up what time zone that is, because I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, Shiny Badge Quest is... a Shiny Badge Quest is where you find a new shiny before every single badge. So, I'm not quite sure if the starter is the shiny that you find before the first gym, or if you find another shiny before the first gym or not. But basically, you find one shiny before, yeah, the first gym, one shiny before the second gym, so on and so forth. Trying to make this last forever. I don't know, man. That's up for interpretation to the person. I see. Okay. Well, since I'm hunting Charmander and the first and second gym are rock and water types, I should probably hunt something before that. I'm not quite sure. I might go ahead and leave that up to the people that are watching. That's true. Yeah, I might. Yeah, I might end up leaving that up for the people watching. If you guys want to see a shiny badge quest, I'll do it. I know TRX is up for it. Beedrill and Butterfree could easily get crushed by Brock. That's true. Except in Gen 1. In the original Generation 1, Red, Blue, and Yellow, and Green, Butterfree is actually one of the best Pokemon that you can get before Brock. Because Brock doesn't have any Rock-type moves. I don't know. Over the next however long it takes me to get Charmander, I will have to make up my mind on that. I also do not recommend... Yeah, Pikachu would not be a good one either. I do have the opportunity to get trades because I live in a house with people who play Pokemon. I grew up with Pokemon my entire life. Father and brother. Actually, both of my brothers play Pokemon. But my one brother is all the way across the country, so... You live with your friends? I do not. Actually, most of my friends don't even live in my state. Actually, a large majority of my friends are actually spread out across the entire country. Got friends in Nebraska, South Carolina, California. Friends in Missouri, Kansas. Me, my partner, and a couple of friends of ours have been discussing moving in together to save money on rent and shit. That honestly makes sense. It really does. Yeah, and rent prices are just gonna keep going up, unfortunately. Mr. Countrywide. Alright, though. Some of my friends that I've met online are some of my best friends that I'll have my entire life. I mean, my friends are awesome. It's honestly, it's easier for me to meet people online at first because if somebody doesn't like me online, I never have to talk to that person again. You know what I mean? I need to upgrade my I need to buy a new hard drive. I'm gonna join and hunt 2 again. Hell yeah. I need to buy a new hard drive to store old video files. I have a SATA SSD that I bought like a year ago, 4 terabyte. I think it's 4 terabyte. It might be less, I don't remember. But I bought that SSD specifically for video recording. But at the moment, it's fucking cluttered. And I need to 40 plus hours now? Jesus Christ. I need to sort through all that and actually sort it out into, you know, the different categories of what I was recording at the time, or different series. But that is a monumentous task. It would take me about 10 minutes to do. I'm just lazy. But one thing about recording videos is, for the most part, you never want to get rid of unedited files. That way, if something goes wrong with an edited file, you always have a backup that you can either A, re-edit, or B, just use as it is. So I want to buy an actual, like a hard disk drive, like an actual hard drive that I can just store terabytes of files if I need to. And they're actually pretty cheap. Like a 10 terabyte hard drive is like $200. I spent $300 on a 4 terabyte SSD that plugs into my computer. Computer parts are expensive. But you know what? I've always loved technology. Technology has always been one of my favorite things ever since I was a kid. It's easy for me to understand technology, even like the harder stuff. If I put my mind to it, it's nice. Wish YouTube would recommend you more. I'm still the only one here. Yeah. I mean, that's how it goes though, realistically. I was honestly afraid that I would be sitting here recording for nobody, streaming to nobody. So I'm happy even one person is here on YouTube and Twitch. But I'll get there eventually, you know. There is a very big part of luck that plays into success when streaming, when recording, when doing any of that. But there's also a very large part of just hard work and dedication. And I'm definitely there. I'm willing to put in the hard work and the dedication that it takes to do this. So honestly, technology is the real world's magic. We aren't even close to the max to what we can do with it. We have no clue where the limits are, because when we think we do, we break through yet again. And that's the thing about just the universe in general, is like technology and, well, I guess even medicine could be called technology if you want to get technical. And it's gonna suck because during the summer I'm gonna eventually work. I'm gonna be working midnights, so midnight to 8 a.m. So that's gonna conflict even more. But I'm gonna work around it, and I'm gonna do my best. Honestly, technology is the real world. Yeah. And that's the thing, though, is like, in our lifetime, we will never know the full extent of what we can do, because every single day, new breakthroughs are made. Sleep doesn't got anything on you? Yeah, dude, sleep whoops my ass. You have no idea. I'm either gonna have to wake up and stream early, like before I go to work, or I'm gonna have to just find a different time to stream. And I don't exactly want to do that because I don't know what your guys' schedules are, so I want to be able to keep the small community that I've already got instead of having to completely rebuild a new one, you know what I mean? Like, to be fair, people always dream of magic, potions, etc. Medicine is just our world's potions. Sure, they don't make you fly invisible or change shape, but they are a form of, and like I said, technology is the magic. Yeah, that's very true. Science is something that I've always been interested in, but I've never actually been smart enough to really understand science like that. It sucks, and I'm sure that I could if I really, really put my mind to it. It's just, when I was a kid, I didn't care about school, so never did that. Pretty sure that shorts gets you more views and recommended for small creators. Yes, that's true. I had a short just recently, day 26, hit 20,000 views. Science is either boring or extremely exciting. Dude, that is putting it mildly. The smallest breakthrough in science can be a lot more exciting than one of the biggest breakthroughs in science. It just really depends on what you like to focus on. Dude, honestly, I've said that for years. As much as I hated schools, I wish that I paid more attention. Yeah, I saw that's how I found your channel. Yeah. I was just so shocked because that video, day 26, was stagnant for a couple hours, and I'm like, okay, you know, it's hit its peak. That's it. And then over the next day and a half, the views just kept going up and up and up. But yeah, that's as much as I hated school and I hated waking up for school, and I am so glad that I never have to deal with all that bullshit again. I definitely wish I had paid more attention in my classes and I had gotten better grades. If I look back at my time in school, I feel bad now for the teachers having to deal with me all the time and not paying attention. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. The teachers are just there to do their job. The kids make it difficult. I was also one of them. Yeah, kids are kids, but I mean, there are just a handful of kids that are just completely and utterly disrespectful that don't have any regard for anybody else besides themselves. And I'm not saying, you know, you were one of them or I was one of them, but I definitely met my fair share, and teachers are just there to do their jobs. Teachers are there to try to make you a better person, to, you know, help you learn, but yeah. Oh, yeah, well, okay. See, that's different though. I was always a respectful student. I just didn't care about the work. I never gave a shit. Like, I hated school, and I'm glad that I never have to go back. Obviously, I said that. But I was always respectful to the teachers. And there were teachers that I had really good relationships with, including, or not including, but my band teachers specifically. I was a huge band kid. I've always been a huge band kid. I love music. I love making music. And I love playing music. But certain teachers, my one rule is always be respectful unless somebody is disrespecting you. If I had a teacher that was just plain out disrespectful, I was going to be disrespectful back, because you want my respect, you gotta give me respect. Well, there was this one teacher, English teacher, mind you, who said I got a 9.9 while I earned a 10. Instead, she said I was wrong. I showed a dictionary and Google Translate and said, no, you are the only one here who's wrong. Not a teacher's pet, but I respect mine. Honestly, please do. Respect your teachers. Even if you're not the greatest student, always respect your teachers. My English classes were actually my worst classes that I had, but my English teachers were always the nicest people ever. Well, if she's wrong, she has to correct the mistake. I mean, that's the only right thing to do. I made sure to point out each and every single, no matter how tiny of a mistake of hers. Yeah, obviously. If a teacher's wrong, point it out. Always say that. Until the point where she straight up told me to shut up or go home. Cause, dude, I'd have gone home. I'd have gone home. I'd just walk out. I'm stuck at math. Definitely my worst subject by far. I'm actually great at math. I actually prided myself for a really long time at being good at math because it seemed like nobody else was good at math. But yeah, if a teacher told me to just shut up or go home, I would have just gone home. I'd have just been like, okay, fuck you, and just left. On which I said, if you correct your one mistake of the 9.9, I will correct myself and stop annoying you over your mistakes the way you annoy me over... It's definitely... If you have that one teacher that's just annoying for no reason, it's definitely funny to just fuck with that teacher, but... And I've had my fair share of that. She told me it didn't matter because for English I could fail every last test upcoming with a 1 and still pass for it. I said it's the principle, not the grade. No, it is the principle. It doesn't matter what the grade is. It absolutely is the principle. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. That's the whole point. I feel bad for subs though. I have the nicest people to ever live and everyone messes with them. Yeah, substitute teachers are definitely... For the most part, substitute teachers are nice, but I've had my fair share of substitute teachers that I just wanted to, like, backhand the shit out of because they were annoying as hell. Yeah, exactly. Exactly the whole point. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Just say you're wrong. Admit it. Fifth grade, my sub was a bitch. Yeah. There were substitute teachers that were just straight up legends around my schools. Like, everybody knew who they were. That's how cool they were. But we also had substitute teachers that everybody knew who they were because they were incredibly fucking rude for no reason. How could I forget I stuffed her drawer full of paper I printed filled to the brim with the word fitness? That's crazy. I never went that far. I was a very quiet kid in school, but I did have my fair share. Because she spelled it fitness with one S. No, fitness has 2 S's. Same for me, but it was a teacher assistant. Yeah, I've had my fair share of teacher assistants who I fucking loved. Like, they were awesome. Oh yeah, no, same. I never let any, like, if here was my philosophy in school. I was a very quiet kid. I kind of just stayed to myself and stayed to my friend group. But if somebody said something to me, I was going to say something back. I just kind of minded my own, and for the most part, everybody else did. People kind of knew, like... People kind of knew... I had friends in all different types of friend groups. People kind of knew just not to fuck with me. For the most part, it was the teachers that fucked with me. It wasn't the students. The quiet kid in my school, in my class. Okay, I'm not the traditional quiet kid. Okay, I'm not that person, but I definitely stayed to myself and my friend group. But I had friends all over. I had friends that were popular, I had friends that were nerds, I had friends that were teachers' pets, who were objectively the most annoying people on the planet of Earth. I'm not gonna say I'm popular, but I have plenty of friends that know not to mess. Yeah, exactly. I know it sounds corny, but like I was never a popular kid, but I did have friends of all different types. Like I remember this one time I was at lunch with my then girlfriend, and she was painting my nails because that's what she wanted to do. So I was like, okay, fuck it, you know, if it makes her happy, whatever. Then two football players who definitely rode the bench the entire season started heckling me, and I'm just like, leave me the fuck alone. I will just leave me the fuck alone. Like, mind your own fucking business. You know what I mean? During cooking lessons, she helped me clean my workspace so I could get in time to the break. The teacher asked why she helped me with literal words. I wanted to help Zubat finish faster. Then he could also still make it on time for lunch, and that's the one moment me and that teacher both fell laughing. Huh. I don't think I ever got that close with any of my teachers. My band teachers definitely though, but my actual actual subject teachers, no, not really. I'm not. We broke up about 3 years ago. That poor girl was obviously and hella innocent because she had no clue what she just said. I always knew, like, literally always knew that when people told me that I was going to miss school when I became an adult, I was like, no, I'm not. You're a fucking liar. I'm not gonna miss school. I'm not gonna miss school at all. But did I miss that? You know, I'm just gonna say that I did and just add one. Well, I had one teacher I was rather close with. She was the sweetest woman. We had laughs together, jokes. We drank coffee together, and hell, I'd help her grade from time to time if she ran out of time. But this is just getting more and more relatable. Let me tell you something. Once you get out, like, this is just my like, this is just my view on it. If I'm gonna wake up and do something for 8 hours a day, I'm gonna get paid for it. That's my biggest fucking gripe with school, is I had to do something for 8 hours a day that I didn't want to fucking do. And people were like, oh, well, you know, it's the same thing when you get a job. Yeah, but at least I'm making money doing that. I'm learning how to do things on the job, and I'm making money to learn how to do it. The only thing I'm learning nowadays that I'm not getting paid for is this right here, streaming and recording. I get paid with knowledge, I guess. And half of your jobs are stuff you didn't learn. That was my biggest thing with school, is like, why would I want to learn this shit when I'm not gonna use it? Like, with a fan base, communication, interaction, knowledge, and someday you become affiliate, people will sub and donate. Hey, that's true. That's true. Here's something that I've learned since having a job for the past year. I'm constantly learning new things. You get paid in more ways than you think, but before you make money, you make a fan base. That's true. And honestly, the community is... Obviously, I'm not making money off this shit now, but I've always thought that the community is more rewarding than making any of the money. You know, you get a community of people that you actually really enjoy interacting with. And that's just more rewarding to me. But yeah, getting back to the job thing, I'm learning new things literally every day. Like, do you enjoy your small communities? Yeah, absolutely. I love talking to you guys. All week I've been looking forward to streaming again to interact with you guys. I know it's not as big on Twitch. I don't have fucking 13 viewers. But we need a streamer Discord? What do you mean by a streamer Discord? A Discord server so people can join, interact, talk, and you can notify people when you're going live. Yeah, that would be nice to have. You can keep people up to date, for example, Twitch subs, emotes, and stuff. Yeah, very much. I do enjoy just chilling here, shiny hunting Pokemon. I've actually been, That's an interesting thought. That is an interesting thought. I might do that. Yeah, I do enjoy the smaller community that I have here. And, you know, obviously people get on with their own lives, but I do hope that you guys will be a part of it. I do hope that you guys will be a part of it for the long run. Nice. I tend to go in and out. Yeah, that's fine. Taking the server, I say follower, but I do not always reappear. That's fine. I'm the same way, to be honest with you. Yeah, I've got Very small. Now I have 199 subs on YouTube. I've got 143 myself, I think. I just hit 143 today. Oh, 119. That's the thing, though. Like, my fingers typed faster than my brain registered. Dude, I do the same thing all the time. Part of my ADHD, I talk faster than I can think. That's why I like doing this, though. Because I get to sit here and I get to talk with you guys. I get to sit here and I love playing Pokemon. I will always love playing Pokemon. Doesn't matter how bad the game is. I love it, but it's an adding fear factor over soft resetting the shiny. Oh yeah. I've soft reset over shinies before. It fucking sucks. Yeah, it's not fun. I'm expecting to about what? I have 90 of the Kanto shot Pokemon shiny now. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Jesus Christ. I could do a shiny living dex. If I ever do end up being able to do this full time, that might be what I end up doing, is doing a shiny living dex eventually. I would love to do this full time, just sit here and talk talk to people on YouTube, talk to people on Twitch. I would love to sit here and do that. For me, it's not getting the Pokemon as quickly as possible. It's genuinely the experience of hunting the Pokemon. That's what I love about shiny hunting. And every story is unique. Eventually, I will get this shiny Charmander. I'd love for you to be able to make more content. I'd love for myself to be able to make more content, but I'm not very good at it. I'm not very good at commentary. I'm not very good at writing scripts. I'm not very good at thumbnails, but I'm definitely going to learn and definitely going to try my hardest to be able to do better. I hunt on every game. I also do that. That's true. That's true. Over the past month, I've put more time and effort into learning all of this stuff. And I'm learning. Really? Did I accidentally do that without paying attention? Oh shit. Didn't even notice. Oh, you did. The hard thing about growing on YouTube is it's YouTube Shorts. You make both YouTube Shorts and there is no Pokemon. The hardest thing about going on YouTube is YouTube Shorts. You make YouTube Shorts and you make long form content. And, you know, you get a bunch of views on your YouTube Shorts, you get your subscribers and all that stuff, but... You get your views on your YouTube Shorts, and that's where you get your real recognition from, but then not a lot of people pay attention to the long form content, and it's a little disheartening. At the same time, it's not. Eventually, as you grow and, you know, as you get more of a community, more people will end up watching more of the content that you put the effort into. It's really just like a wait. I gotta wait and be patient. And I do appreciate that. Like, I post my clips if they're good enough on TikTok and YT Shorts. Yeah. That's probably what I'm gonna end up doing once I get these shinies. I'll probably end up making this stream, this whole thing. If I end up doing a shiny badge quest, I'll probably end up making it into a YouTube video of some sort. I'll probably end up posting, you know, clips of every shiny that I get on YouTube Shorts and all that. Yeah, my reactions. You want on YouTube, if you want to make money, you need to milk your own content. That's true. That's true. Exactly. Like, I think after I'm done with the Arceus hunt that I've been doing, I think I might end up doing the Wishmaker Jirachi. That's gonna take a fucking while. I might do like 10 encounters every day until I get the Wishmaker Jirachi or something like that. Yeah. Exactly. I gotta figure out a way to be able to put my Twitch chat or my YouTube chat on screen. The new content is the 5-second speech you gave half time. I actually have a specific button set on my Stream Deck, specifically to like clip vertical content for YouTube Shorts and stuff. I love the way technology works, man. Technology is so interesting. Damn it. Okay, you know, I need to put this fucking controller down. That way I don't hit that button anymore. Either that or I just need to disable them. That'd make my life a hell of a lot easier just disabling the damn buttons. That is a goal that I want to hit eventually, Twitch affiliate. That is a goal that I would like to do. But I know it's quite difficult. At 15 out of 25 followers, yeah, but you gotta also think you gotta hit like an average of so many viewers per stream for so many days. I had an average viewer of like 6. I had an average viewer count of like 6 last stream. It was the first time ever. You were there for it, and I appreciate you. I actually ended up recording, I think I recorded day 28 of my Shiny Hunting Arceus series on live. There were, for some reason, for that little bit, for that like 20-minute section of recording before I ended the stream, my YouTube chat started fucking popping off. No idea why. But I got like quite a few, I got like 7 or 8 more people talking in my chat. It was awesome, but it's also difficult to keep up with that many people talking at one time. I gotta record a new episode of my Pokemon XD Director's Cut series today. It's essentially just gonna be more battling like last episode. It was there, me and someone else were yapping for like 50 minutes, yeah. Twitch, it's very hard to get discovered on because there's no algorithm. It's literally all luck on Twitch. It was fun. It definitely was fun talking to everybody. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, and that's the problem with Twitch is Twitch, it's not necessarily a problem. Content creation in general is a large majority luck based, but in Twitch, it is purely luck based. At least on YouTube, there's an algorithm, and if people that will show your video to people. On Twitch, it's really just pretty much just people looking for specifically small streamers, like you said. I've been streaming. I think I've been streaming consistently for like 2 months now. And I just hit 15 followers like Sunday. Really? Do you know how many followers you were at when you hit affiliate? Not a massive jump. You had 3 people, but they keep leaving. Yeah. But at least those people are coming in. On Twitch, it's really just 1 or 2 viewers. For someone who did it originally to entertain his friends and never really considered becoming this far, it's a shock. It definitely is. That's how I basically started too. I remember people coming in here on Sunday telling me to give up. It's like, I will never give up. I am very determined to at least... I'm very determined to at least get a small community. Giving up is dumb. I remember I said it's not a waste of time until you stop. It actually is. It actually is. It's never a waste of time to do something that you want to do until you give up. Yeah, exactly. Case in point, new person. But said person is probably going to end up leaving. I don't know. Yep, that was my point. That's Twitch. It's extremely hard to grow on Twitch. Yeah, people actually did say that. People did tell me. I think they were talking more so on the shiny hunting side of it, but yeah, people did actually just, people did tell me to just give up. Hey, I'm just shiny hunting Lugia. I'm gonna just leave you in the background with me for company. That's what a few other people have done. I hope your shiny hunting goes well for Lugia. I wish you good shiny luck, my friend. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. They don't have the right to tell you what to do on your time. And that's the whole point. That's why you don't listen to the haters. If somebody is hating on you, you are doing something right. That is the thing to take away from that. If somebody is hating on something that you are doing something right. Damn. Dude, Twitch is a great place to stream once you get affiliate. And if I could, yeah, I do the same thing. Unfortunately for me, I don't have the attention span to actually watch streams. But if I can help by just following somebody, I'm gonna do it. Got 6 viewers in here now. And I just got a new follower, actually. Thank you. And you know, the thing about content creation is you can always be, you can be like, oh, I'm just going to record what the most popular thing is now. But that's not me. I play a lot of video games, but this is the thing that I'm most passionate about, and I've been most passionate about in terms of video games my entire life, is Pokemon. So I want to grow as a community. I want to grow a community that also enjoys Pokemon. That's true. I do have the attention span of shiny hunt. You give me a follow, I do appreciate it. Even if you can't watch or don't even show up, that's fine. You show me support by a follow, and that alone is worth a lot to me. Yeah, exactly. For me, having the attention span to shiny hunt, believe it or not, it can be quite therapeutic, or however it's spelled. How many subs do you need to start making money? I have no fucking clue. On YouTube, I have no idea how many subs you need. I know you need a specific amount of watch time, you need a specific amount of views, and you need a specific amount of subscribers. I want to say it's like 500. On YouTube, it's harder to make money than on Twitch. That's true. Yes, it is. On YouTube, it's a lot more competitive. But I do Twitch for viewer interaction. I also do Twitch. Well, I mean, I do both Twitch and YouTube just because it's... Originally, I started this in like straight up, I started to do this just because I had the free time to do it, and it's something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time. And now that I'm, you know, I have the money to do it, I have the free time to do it. This is what I spend my free time doing because this is my hobby. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy sitting here and shiny hunting. I enjoy talking to you guys. I enjoy interacting with as many people as I possibly can. And yeah, I really enjoy this. I really enjoy sitting here, and I enjoy talking to everybody. Just make sure to take a break, to take break days, my man. They are needed. Oh, definitely. Definitely. And as I go back to working full time, I'm only going to be able to stream like 2 days out of the week. But that's fine with me because I don't know how to explain it. It's just, that's fine with me. Eventually, I will be able to do this more often, and I'm looking forward to that. But as of the moment, as I go back to full time, I'll only be able to stream every now and then. The weekends specifically. Your hobby is whatever you want, bro, and you can do it no matter what anyone says. Yeah, exactly. Like, so long people don't stream just to get money out of it, I'm here to chill. Yeah, exactly. I'm here for the community interaction. That is what I'm here for. BRB, have to go do something. Take your time, bro. I'm here for the community interaction and the awesome people to talk to. That is what I'm here for. If something grows out of it, that's the way that it is. But that is not why I'm here. I'm here because this is what I like doing. Exactly. You know, for example of like talking to awesome people, you specifically, Real Zoo Batman, not yesterday, but Sunday when we had the talk about like just like Pokemon in general and how many ever different directions they could take with specifically the original dragon. That was one of my favorite conversations that I've ever had with anybody online. That was an amazing conversation. It really was. Because I have ideas and I like sharing those ideas. It's actually funny because right now with Nintendo's obviously slowed down with good ideas for Pokemon. I feel like I could make so many good ideas for Pokemon. And the original dragon is one of those ideas. I would love to pitch Nintendo some ideas, but obviously it would never work. I'm making my own survival craft game with creatures and everything too. Hey, that's awesome, man. That's really cool. I would love to be able to make my own game, but I'm not good with coding. Like, I love Minecraft, I love Ark, but one thing that bothers me is that there is little decorational options. Yeah. I love Ark, man. I like my main friend group that I have now. I would know none of them if it wasn't for Ark Survival Evolved. I met every single person that I talked to. I'm back. What did I miss? Not too much. Some conversation. I might know Ark server. Sadly, it's pretty dead. 2 active players. Is it Ark Survival Evolved or Ark Survival Ascended? Because I fucking hate Ark Survival Ascended. Ark Survival Ascended is terrible. I like Ark in Minecraft because of my friends. Yeah. I met one of my closest friend that I have currently. I met on Ark. And everybody else that I talked to, I pretty much got through him. Am I gonna shiny hunt Suicune when I get there? I could, and I might, but I'm not sure. Ark Survival Ascended. Ark Survival Ascended is... Suicune is easier than the other two? Why do you say that? No roar, that's fair. Actually, they fixed that in this game. Entei and Raikou no longer just completely disappear from your save file if they use roar. That's what I heard. I'm not 100% confident about that, but that is what I heard. I believe they did. I would look it up though. That's fucking great because that was a horrible bug. Cool, man. I fucking hate this audio amp. I gotta fix my audio. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, I believe. I'm happy that they did fix those. That definitely was irritating. So I might shiny hunt the roaming legendaries. Not sure. What's up, man? I haven't seen you in a while. To be honest, have you seen the new Blissey video on Switch RNG manipulation? No, I have not. To be honest, if I would have known they changed that shit, I wouldn't have been. I'm not really into RNG manipulation. It's not about the time that I'm spending doing this. It's about the journey that I take to get the shiny for me. What Gen's 10 starter are you thinking of getting? Gakua. It is the best out of the 3 starters. The Gecko, the water type Pokemon, is the best Gen 10 starter. Even without having seen the middle evolutions, or I hope it kind of looks like a kimono dragon. That'd be cool. That would be cool. I hope it ends up being either a water poison or a water dragon type. Personally, right now, I think I'm gonna getting Pom Bomb. I do like Akua. I don't really like Brout. I like all 3 of the starters, to be honest with you. I think all 3 of them are hits. I just like Gekua. It's fucking adorable. I don't know, I'm not appealed to the Frozen's Gecko or the Grass Angry Bird. Honestly, I think if they missed on one of the designs in Generation 10, I personally think it is Pombon that they missed. Pombon would be sick if he evolves into some sort of lion. That would be cool. That would be cool. The Pomeranian doggo. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't really. Its design is definitely the weakest of the 3 for me. This is also coming from somebody who thinks all Generation 5 starters are misses. So take my opinion with a grain of salt. Pokemon Black and White starters are not good. I mean, yeah, but Decidueye is actually really... I love Decidueye's design, but Brout... Yes, I definitely think Brout's design is better than Pombon. I think it is... What's the word I'm looking for? I think Brout's design is better than Pombon, in my opinion. You think I use Twitter? That's funny. Dude, thank you. Thank you. Embor, I have a friend whose favorite starter is Tepig, and I'm just like, Embor's design is fucking awful. How can you like that? I think Pombon will actually look really cool in his final stage. That's why I want him. I have high expectations. It's Pokemon. One thing I've learned from playing Pokemon over the years, and just don't have high expectations. Have high hopes, but low expectations. That is the best advice that I can give somebody when playing Pokemon. High hopes, low expectations. Oh no, as first stage, Tepig is def the winner. Second, I'd say is Servine, and third, I'd say is Embor. But honestly, I dislike all three. I just like all three, period. First, second, and third stages, I don't like any of them. Usually the same with me, but I don't know. I think they're gonna do something different this time, and I will actually be good. Yeah, I'm hoping that Generation 10 will be good. Just based off the trailer, it looks like it's gonna be good, but I've learned to be less optimistic. Like, after Gen 4, most designs went downhill with a few very good, or at least decent starters overall, in my opinion. See, I disagree with that. Generation 5 is the only generation that I think are just misses all around. I know a lot of people like the Gen 9 games, but I think it's overrated. I think, and I'm definitely going to be one of the only people that has this opinion, Generation 9 would be one of, if not the best Pokemon game ever made, if it ran well. Speaking of Gen 5, I just got the Ends, Reshiram, and Zekrom cards. They're sick for the price. Yeah, for sure, I like Gen 4 too. They did. They made the performance and fixed some of the bugs on the Switch 2 version of the game. But I'm saying, and hear me out, Generation 9, Scarlet and Violet, as well as Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, the Switch 2 should have came out 3 years ago. Those should be Switch 2 games, period. Like, we didn't need a second firefighting back-to-back for start. No, that would be 3 firefighting starters back-to-back-to-back. Not just 2, 3. Embor is the 3rd in that line. Tears of the Kingdom was a fantastic game, but you can't say that Tears of the Kingdom ran very smoothly on the Switch. Like what they did with Gen 9 story-wise and open world-wise, I just wish the areas scaled to your level so you could actually truly go where you wanted. That's what I'm saying. Generation 9 had the possibility of being the best Pokemon game ever made if they had done more with it. And if it had ran better. Breath of the Wild, in my opinion, is better though. Breath of the Wild is one of the best Legend of Zelda games, period. Like, of all time. I think Delphox is okay. I hate Chestnut. I agree. Chestnut's terrible. But other than that, Gen 6's only miss was Chespin. X and Y's only miss was Chespin. And hate me if you want, by the way. Hate me if you want, by the way, for this. Generation 7, while not great as an actual game, went 3 for 3 on starters. All 3 of them are bangers. Froakie. I think Breath of the Wild revolutionized gaming. Every AAA game nowadays takes something for Breath of the Wild. That's for sure. That's for sure. Okay, you could say Froakie's overrated. You can be wrong. That's fine. Froakie is easily the best starter in Generation 6. Gen 7 is my favorite anime and game. Gen 7's okay. It's definitely not my favorite. I wouldn't go that far. The best starter ever is Mudkip. Let's just get that first and foremost. But Froakie's up there. I loved shiny hunting in the Ultra Wormholes from Generation 7. Generation 7 had really good gameplay. It's the story that, for me, that wasn't all that great. I just shiny hunted Mudkip like 2 months ago. What starter would you guys say is the best starter of all? Just period. For me, Mudkip, easily. Hiplup? Okay, I'll give you a Piplup. Yeah, okay. Rico, that's a great answer. Gen 4 is just so peak. Legendaries are peak too. Gen 3 is peak for me personally. My favorite starter is, yes, I know basic, but Charizard, Infernape, Sceptile, and Greninja. I know fan favorites, but I'm a basic person. Hey, yeah, that's fair. Charmander is my favorite just because he was my first ever Pokemon. I know basic as fuck, but I'm just nostalgic. Charizard isn't my favorite Pokemon though. Hey, you know what? You can be basic. I'm also basic. Pokemon Leaf Green is my favorite game of all time. But that's straight up, that's based purely off of nostalgia. Pokemon Leaf Green was the first ever video game I ever played. Okay, my top 5 starters. 1, Monferno, no doubt. 2, Mudkip. 3, Sprigatito. Last version of Sprigatito. That's Meowscarada. 4, Trico. 5, Charizard. My favorite Pokemon is probably Scizor. My favorite Pokemon is also a really bland answer, but my favorite Pokemon is Glaceon. That's my favorite Pokemon of all time. Love Glaceon. Wish you could get it before post game in Leaf Green. That's true. I wish Scizor would have also been before post game. Favorite Pokemon of all time is Larvitar. Larvitar is an interesting favorite Pokemon. It really is. Baby form of Tyranitar, but a pseudo legendary nonetheless. For me, Umbreon is a good second favorite Pokemon. I can't say. I wish you could get Umbreon and Espeon in Fire Red and Leaf Green, but there's no time cycle in Fire Red and Leaf Green, so you can't. I keep seeing reels of everyone has a different favorite Pokemon, and it's actually true. The design are just that goated. I really like Whimsicott. Really? Really? Okay. Whimsicott is a favorite Pokemon? That's interesting. I know, a Whimsicott fan. That wasn't on my bingo card for today. Hey, no one's shooting you, man. No one's hating on a Whimsicott. Zangoose was my favorite for a long time. Carried me in the Elite Four in Ruby. Really? Zangoose carried you in Ruby's Elite Four? Yeah, dude, that's true. Prankster is a goated ability. Duplis, I feel. Oh, right. I wish you could get Espeon. Espeon is another one of my favorite Pokemon. But pretty much every time that I play Gen 4, I try and use a Glaceon. Favorite non-EV evolution? Are you asking me? Because if it's a favorite non-EV evolution, not Glaceon, fucking, that's an EV evolution. Jirachi. Jirachi is my favorite non-EV evolution. What's the story of how Glaceon became your favorite since everyone likes Umbreon? Hello. Honestly, I don't really have that big of a story on Glaceon. The reason Glaceon was my favorite is I used Glaceon in X and Y, and it was just a fucking monster, and it's also adorable, so. Hey, have any of you guys played the new Digimon game? I think it's called Time Strangers. Deoxys, cool design. Okay, but which form of Deoxys? I've heard that it's a really good game, and it's something that I want to play as well. It's just I didn't have the money at the time to buy it because I had other shit that I needed to worry about. And then pretty much every paycheck I'm putting something into my truck, so. I just haven't had the money to buy it. F-150, Silverado 1500. 2012. Good question. Are we talking overall favorite design or specific scenario? Because unironically, I say defense form. Yeah, true. Silverado. 2012 is one of the best years for the Silverado. Got an old cat eye Silverado. Nice. Or a specific scenario, because ironically enough, say defense form is my second favorite, but dear heavens is traumatized me in Sun and Moon. I like Umbreon because I found a shiny EV first 15 minutes in Arceus, so I evolved it in Umbreon and absolutely fell in love with the shiny. That's fair. I love a good favorite Pokemon story that starts with a shiny. And shiny Umbreon is a great one to fall in love with too. Shiny Umbreon is fantastic. Originally, I wanted an old, like, early 2000s, late 90s Camry. That's what I wanted as my first car, but I ended up getting a Silverado. Pro tip, don't shiny hunt Ditto with defense form Deoxys that has recover, leech seed, and defense boost attack. Yeah, I can understand that. Here's some interesting Pokemon knowledge you guys might not have known. Did you know that if you breed with a shiny Pokemon in the original Generation 2, Gold, Silver, and Crystal, that you actually have a higher chance of getting a shiny from an egg because of something called the shiny gene? I learned that the hard way because I was thinking like a spare person. Dude, so many different things changed in Generation 2. So many different things changed in shiny hunting between Generation 2 and Generation 3, and the way that Generation 2 did it was so interesting to me. Yeah, that's more common knowledge, shiny-wise, for Pokemon Gold and Silver, but I think I have a fun one for you. Let's see it. My first shiny was Graveler. I thought it was a mud-covered variant, and then years later I found out it was shiny. That's funny. Did you know the Love Ball was the first ever Pokemon action that accidentally promoted gay love? Love Ball was effective on Pokemon of the same gender instead of opposite. No, I don't think I knew that. That is interesting. That's obscure knowledge for sure. Looked at it for 30 minutes thinking to myself, should I catch it? All the Gen 2 balls were broken? What do you mean by that? Just out of curiosity. Barely any did what they were intended to do. Most of them didn't work as intended. That's hilarious. Gen 2 is just something else entirely, dude. Gen 2, the original Gen 2 might be my favorite generation of Pokemon. That's hilarious. No, for real. Gen 2, the original Gen 2 is definitely one of the best generations of Pokemon, even if it is your favorite. It's like I love the original Generation 1, but not because of the story, because I've played the story 1,500 times, but that's another reason Gen 2 is one of my favorites. Purple Charizard. Charizard's shiny is so much better in the original Generation 2. Was there an actual encounter for Diglett in XD or Coliseum? Because I don't remember all of the shadow Pokemon from each of the games. So you'd have to shiny hunt it in a Generation 3 game and then transfer it over. XD has all shiny locked? Are you serious? That's stupid. That's stupid. I think the shiny lock in general is stupid, but... That's why most people do Ribbon Master on Coliseum. Fair. Scissor carried Gen 2 for me, and I used it in my playthrough, then that's why it's my favorite Pokemon to this day, and I also use it on my Arceus team. Nice. If it's for an event, sure, but then unlock once event is done. Yeah, I could see that. I do not care what they say. Nothing is any valid reason to shiny lock. Like, come on, hit me, I dare you. Shiny locked recent gens. I have no idea. It's because they probably want to... It's probably because they want to be able to release them in events for the first time, but... Okay, this audio amp's gonna piss me off. I think I have a short in my amp, so it just cuts out audio. Sick. This is fucking awesome. The only exception is the one that makes it fun to hunt. Jirachi, Manaphy, etc. Dude, I'm dreading the Wishmaker Jirachi hunt. I'm dreading that hunt. By the way, I should let all of the Twitch viewers know that I will be changing my name after this stream to Prosperity YT _. It's my YouTube name. Look, I want to clarify one thing. I've rebranded 3 times. It's just, I want to find something that really sticks and something that really kind of... I want to find something that fits me. Do you have the next day for Arceus Hunt pre-recorded? Or are you doing it sometime after stream? Probably after stream. But I've still got a couple hours before I need to schedule that for upload. I hate shiny locks, and to be honest, I feel like they ruined it a lot with it. Yeah, they did. But here's the thing, if they make a Gen 5 remake, do not shiny lock shit in a Gen 5 remake. They better Pokemon Home reward Victini or unlock Victini and let a shiny hunt. Otherwise, I will boycott the living shit out of it because it's the worst mistake a Pokemon has ever made in my eyes. Dude, shiny Victini looks so good. So good. In Arceus, I tried hunting Typhlosion, and after 6,000 resets, I found out it was locked. That is tragic, because the Switch resets are awful. Are you boycotting Switch 2 and succeeding pretty well? Do you not own a Switch 2? Shit, I bought that shit on day one release. What risks? It was miserable. I almost said fuck this game when I found out. Ooh, yeah. You can still hunt. You can still hunt. What's the damn thing's name? Why can't I think of it? The only risk is that it'll increase in price due to RAM shortage. True. Nintendo has straight up shut down multiple consoles for saying the word modification. I've not seen that. Yeah, I'm trying to think of Typhlosion's Cyndaquil. You can still shiny hunt Cyndaquil, you just have to do it in mass outbreaks. I have no intention on modifying the console, period. Like, yeah, but I sadly cannot do that at the very start of the game. That's very fair. Although I might mod my original Switch. I do have a Generation 1 Switch. Still staying with it, the Wii, the GameCube, and DS were Nintendo's finest. Yeah, dude, the GameCube is the best console ever made, in my opinion. I love the GameCube, always will. I have mine to my right now. Okay, 360 isn't even in the top 3. PS2 is a better console than the 360. Okay, but here's the thing. Like, the PS2 is the best-selling console of all time. The PS2 has better games. The PS2 is better than the 360. Not even a chance with 360 to RPG. Exactly. Exactly. Wii over everything since it's also a GameCube. Fair enough. Is it actually best-selling? It was as of like 2 years ago. I haven't checked. I'll never forget COD Zombies at 12 a.m. with the boys doing a sleepover. His mom made lasagna. Life was great. Fair enough, bro. But I could say the same thing about PS3. Old COD Zombies was definitely the best. Let me check what the highest selling console of all time is really quickly. I'm 99% sure it's the PS2, but I had a PS3. Yeah, dude. Exactly. Exactly. Everybody I knew, you're in a losing game. Fuck. Best selling console of all time. Yeah, the PS2 is still the best selling console of all time. Zombies was so fun, bro. Yeah. It's Switch, but PS2 randomly got more added after it was Switch. Nope. PS2. It makes sense too. The PS2 is a great console. I mean, games like God of War 2. Like the PS2 is a fantastic console, but even then, I still say GameCube is the best console of all time. Even though it didn't sell good like the Wii U didn't sell good, the GameCube didn't sell good either, but GameCube is still my favorite console of all time. Because of the DVD player, really, not much can touch GameCube for me. Hey, I just realized I'm almost at my new goal of 20 followers. I'm at 18 now. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Have I been playing Pokopia at all? I have played Pokopia a little bit. Yes, I have. What are my favorite GameCube games? Let's see. Super Mario Sunshine, Pokemon Coliseum, Pokemon XD, Resident Evil 0, Blood Rain. There was a Sonic game that I liked on the GameCube. There was a Pac-Man World game that I liked on the GameCube. And this could be said for every generation of where this came out, but Namco Museum, can't go wrong. Ever try Star Fox Adventures? I've actually never played a Star Fox game. No, I have not. Still need to get Shiny Charmander. I haven't Shiny hunted since Saturday. If you got free time, why not do it now? I played Ratchet and Clank. I've never played a Ratchet and Clank game either. Oh, and you know what? Two of the other great games on the GameCube, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. I want to buy a PSP just to mod it, and I refuse to play without one of the best Gen 1, if not the best Gen starter. Okay, if you like Zelda, you'll definitely like Star Fox Adventures. We do not speak of PSP around here at the Sony side. Aren't they bringing it back, PlayStation Portable now or something like that? I don't think so. But yeah, I don't think they're bringing it back. I know they made a new one called the PlayStation Portal. It's fucking stupid. The PlayStation Portal is the biggest waste of money you could ever spend. It's literally just a PlayStation 5 controller with a screen in the middle. Nintendo has and always will ruled the handheld gaming genre, I guess. Bought that 4 uses, never touched it again. Fair enough. So does anyone here think they get old enough to witness GTA 6? I don't know about that one, bro. No, I'll be dead 5 times over. They have a set release date of November 19th, but they've pushed it back so many times, and not that I give a damn about GTA, because I don't, but it's something that it's just gonna have to come out for me to believe it actually is gonna come out. Like, I won't believe that, even though they have a set release date, I won't believe it until it actually comes out. Not real. I was excited for it, but I'm rapidly losing interest. Listen, you can be the biggest GTA fan of all time. GTA 6 will never live up to the hype that it has brought. Will never live up to it. At this point, we get Alien Contact before we get GTA. What's Alien Contact? Oh, fucking... Don't mind me, I'm being stupid. You know, yeah. I got that now. Listen, bro. I'm in a gaming mindset right now, not a fucking... That might be one of the stupidest things that I've ever done. And I've been here now for one of your favorite conversations and one of your stupidest ones. That's just so true, dude. What do you think the next Legends game will be? I'm hoping Legends Unova or Legends Johto. If you had 25 followed, you'd be so close to getting affiliate this month. Hey, it might happen. It might happen. Legends Galar, Legends Celebi. I'm hoping for either Legends Unova or Legends Johto, but I believe you're right. I believe Legends Galar was leaked. Legends Fire Red and Leaf Green. I think it will probably be Johto, but I want it to be Kanto or Johto. Why would you want a Legends Kanto? Just out of curiosity, why would you want a Legends Kanto? What would be the story of a Legends Kanto? Like, what happens between Kanto and Johto? That could actually be pretty cool now that I'm thinking about it. I actually dislike Legends Combat. There, I said it. Okay, but which one? Arceus or ZA? All of them? That's fair. No, I would definitely prefer Johto because there's so much lore of the past in the game. Yeah, literally, if they were to make a Legends Johto, they could make an entire game just based around Celebi time traveling. I think a Legends Galar could be interesting if they did it correctly. I wouldn't put it past them for fucking it up, though. I really know Kanto is the first game, and I would want to see about Team Rocket and how the league was made. That's fair. I could definitely see that. Yes, that was my thought. Maybe a mechanic where you would go in the past and future. Yeah, that would be a really cool idea for a Legends Johto game. I see a future where Legends becomes AAA and they make it open world exploring. Is that cope? Probably. Honestly, that is probably coping. Although, realistically, all Pokemon games are AAA games. So, maybe how they came to be, and how Eternatus came to be, and more on Leon's backstory and how the Darkest Day came about. I was just, yeah, Galar is definitely overhated. I think Sword and Shield are fantastic games. I hope they make Johto though. I would really like to use Scissor Umbreon on the same team again. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Gen 8 is the only game I've still not even played. Dude, Sword and Shield are so good. You should play them. Just know they're very slow for the first 3 gyms, but it picks up a lot after that. Sword and Shield are just good in my opinion. N has a great backstory. I would love to see a full game based on N. N has one of the most tragic backstories in all of Pokemon. Argue with a fucking wall. Mystery Dungeon comeback? Damn it! Wish I could bet on this going over under 2K. Oh. Sword was my second Pokemon game ever, so will always have a place in my heart, and me and my uncle would always play together. It was just a great time. Yeah, dude, I had so much fun playing Sword and Shield. I wish it didn't get as much hate as it does, man. To be honest, I don't see why people love a random guy so much. Everyone is so hyped about this unbeatable guy while his champion team is quite a joke. Yeah, his champion team isn't great. I will give you that. His champion team is not great, but to be fair, Sword and Shield aren't exactly hard video games, period. But take this from somebody who has also beaten Red with teams of 40s and 50s. So that's true. After they added candies, period, like XL, extra small, small, medium, large, and extra large candies. What's your question? What was your Sword and Shield team? Oh shit, I don't even remember what my Sword and Shield team was, to be honest with you. That was, shoot, that was 7 years ago? 7 years ago? What the hell is the 8th gym doing with only 4 Pokemon? What were they thinking? In Sword and Shield? I just like Leon's design. I thought he was a cool champion. He's from a small town and he has a small cousin who looked up to him and wants to be champ too. You could do so much with that. I went into the Elite Four in Fire Red with 5 level 45 and 1 level 49 Pokemon, expecting to just grind a few levels off Lorelei, and I ended up beating the league. No, I don't remember my Sword and Shield team. I'm sorry. I wish I could, but I've played through Sword and Shield 3 times. So I don't remember any of my teams. It's funny you say that. I originally played Pokemon Leaf Green when I was 4 years old. And I did not end up beating Leaf Green until I was 14, I think. E4 Scarlet and Violet was pretty easy too, in my opinion. Pretty much all Pokemon games are easy nowadays. The hardest fight in a very long time is Volo from Legends Arceus. I played a bunch too. I have terrible memory, so I have no idea how I remember it. Volo is definitely the hardest fight nowadays. I mean, it's a sweet and cute story, but to be honest, I felt like he was hyped up so much. Hardest fight is Miltank. Yeah, Whitney is a bitch. Hey, listen, I was a very stupid kid. My first Legend of Zelda game was Link to the Past, and I couldn't figure out how to get to the Sanctuary. I was a very stupid child. But yes, Whitney's Miltank is one of the hardest fights. Hey, it's not your fault, bro. Don't feel bad. Top Tropic, I hated to see me coming. Yeah, Volo took me like 4 or 5 tries, and I had a team full of legendaries before I beat him. Volo took me forever. Oh man. I still think you're wrong. Cynthia's not the best champion. You're wrong. Who is then? The best champion. Cynthia low-key easy. Thank you. Thank you. Cynthia's easy. Let's see. Okay, I'll give you that. She has aura, but the heart, like, if I'm going off of best champion, I'm going off pure, like, difficulty of team. And for me, that was... which... Honestly, it was probably Alder or, Iris from Black and White and Black and White 2. They had decent champion teams, even though they were both monotype, I believe. I've never had any issue with Cynthia. Blue gave me the hardest time of anyone, but to be fair, I was like 6. That's fair. Blue also had a really hard team. I don't think any of the Pokemon champions were necessarily that hard. To be honest with you, Cynthia may be a baddie, may be rich, may have aura, doesn't mean she's hard to beat them. Cynthia's Black and White team, which, just Cynthia in Black and White, because I believe it's the same team no matter what, but Cynthia in Black and White is harder than Cynthia in Gen 4. No, it was dude in my YouTube chat, not me. Ramona is the worst ever made rival in my eyes. You're wrong about that too. Hop is the worst fucking rival. Okay, Nimona is not that great of a champion. I'll give her credit card. She has a good card shop, but that's it. I'll give her credit. Credit card. Jesus Christ. I need to stop reading faster than my brain can comprehend fucking words. Oh my god. And Hop sucks. I was never even close to it. Yeah, Hop is terrible. No, he didn't. Not one time did Hop have something useful to say. Shiny Wooloo is a fantastic shiny. The best rival is Silver. Nope. The best rival is Silver. It is Silver without a doubt. Silver actually had fucking character development. No, he didn't. Gary did not once have fucking character development through the entirety of Kanto. I'm talking purely based on video games. Silver in the remakes, though, in my opinion. Silver in even the original Gen 2. Silver is the best rival. In the anime, I have no idea anything about the anime. I have not watched it that much, so. I'm talking purely based off stream. We should stop that, please. Thank you. Like, I also dislike Gen 4 rival, but his team was at least strong. Yeah, Barry's team was strong. Not great, but strong. Tell the YouTube viewers to pull up to this chat and we can discuss man to man. I don't need an argument in my Twitch chat, bro. Think of the engagement opportunity. You're so right, dude. You're so right. They probably think Charmander is the best one starter and Rayquaza is the best legendary. Normie opinions on YouTube? That's fucking wild. The only wrong opinion for best starter is Chespin. That's a fact. Yeah, Bulbasaur is the best starter, like, gameplay-wise. But, like I said, Chespin is by far the only wrong answer for best starter. If you like Chespin as the best starter, you're wrong. I'm sorry. No. No. Chikorita is better than Chespin. Hey, in this Twitch chat, we do not stand for Chikorita slander. Just saying. Chikorita over Chespin is a devious take? Yeah, you're wrong. You're wrong. It's okay. You're wrong. Legends ZA made Chikorita great. Argue with a wall. Yeah, no, it's not. No, it's not. After Chikorita got the fairy, after Meganium got the fairy type on Mega Evolution, that thing became a fucking powerhouse. Why, hello. Yes, it is, because the fairy type is the best offensive typing. TKD Panda is? I do not know who that is, no. Mega Evolution isn't actually evolution and won't return in every game. Chikorita is therefore cool temp Evo, bro. Fight me when out of it. He also streams and posts shorts and stuff. Okay. Think there will be a new type in Generation 10? Probably not. Okay, the only acceptable first triple typed Pokemon is the original dragon. We talked about this on Sunday. That is the fact. That is the only acceptable triple type Pokemon. For the first one, at least. To be honest with you, I'm not quite sure if... I don't think there will be a new typing in Generation 10, but even if there is, I really haven't even... Delete Chikorita and make Piplup have Fairy Steel typing. Okay, that is terrible. Not saying don't do long form videos because it's your channel, but after XD series, I think you should wait to get to 1,000 subs so you get more than 15 views. I could definitely do that, but I'm not sure. I hate Unova to the max and will shit on it all day long, but Original Dragon has to be the first triple type or Nintendo made a fairy type level mistake. Okay, the fairy type is not a mistake. The fairy type is one of the best typings in the game. That's just a fact. You know whose long form videos I heavily fuck with? Jimothy Cool. Something about that guy who's just... I feel like I was just pranked. Why shouldn't fairy type exist? Give me one good acceptable reason the fairy typing shouldn't exist. It's literally one of the best typings in the game. That was one of Fairy's reasons, yes. Because Ice typed for the longest time fucking sucked, and it was the only thing Dragon was weak to besides Dragon. Yeah, I wish they would make more, like, poison-type legendaries, or... I wish they would stop making legendaries dragon-type. Being deleted in Gen 10. I don't know about that, man. Okay, here's the question for you guys. I'm back, I lagged out. That might be on my end. Here's the question for you guys. What do you think, what typing do you think the next pseudo-legendary will be for Generation 10? I'm hoping for an, I'm hoping for some kind of, I don't know, another rock type pseudo legendary or something. Poison Dark or something? That would be awesome, actually. Now that I'm like thinking about that, that would be awesome. I hope not. I'm tired of dragon type fucking... I'm tired of dragon type. I'd say I hope for a water fire, but that won't help. It's probably dragon ground or dragon water. Maybe even dragon fairy to piss people off. Water fire sounds so peak. Gotta go, good luck. All right, brother, take it easy. We need more fire water because Volcanion ain't enough. Volcanion isn't even like, it's hardly in the game. But yeah, another rock pseudo type like Tyranitar would be awesome. I don't like gold shinies. Okay, gold shinies are fine for the most part. What pseudo design do you guys think is the best design? Like, what pseudo legendary do you guys think is the best based purely off of design? I know my answer off the top of my head, right, like, instantly. My answer is Hydreigon. What pseudo legendary do you think is the best based purely off of design? That's the question. Hydreigon is easily my answer. Although I also like Hisuian Gudra just because of how derpy it is. I love that entire line just based off of just how it looks. As much as Garchomp is my favorite Pokemon, he is at best in top 3 for design in my eyes. Like I said, I think Hydreigon has the best pseudo design. Oh, off design, not favorite, then would have to go Hisui and Gudra. I think Hydreigon is third. Fair enough. On what opinion? It'd have to be dragon. No, just overall, what pseudo legendary overall is your favorite design? Hydreigon being best design? Why would you hate on that? It's genuinely a good design. It is a good design. Okay. All right. Hydreigon, as of itself, is not that good just because of the level that it evolves at. But the design is peak. My favorite pseudo? Honestly, my favorite pseudo might be Dragapult. Dragapult is awesome. And a G-Max with 7 heads, that's funny. I fucking hate Sword and Shield's gimmick. Dynamax and G-Max are stupid. Doesn't make any sense. I love Sword and Shield as an entire game, but the gimmick is so just weak. So is Generation 7. Sun and Moons and Ultra Sun and Moon. The Z moves are so dumb. Mega was the best gimmick by far. Oh, by far. No doubt in my mind, Mega was the best gimmick. You didn't like Mega Evolution at first, really? My favorite is Tyranitar. 2 is Susui and Gudra. 3 is Garchomp. Honorable mention of Dragonite. Honestly, not a bad list of pseudos. I get that. I get that. A stupid reason, and I had a reason for it, a stupid reason, but a reason nonetheless. What was your reason for not liking Mega Evolution? My uncle who works at Nintendo and Game Freak said the Gen 10 gimmick is that your Pokemon stats are entirely dependent on your IQ. EI and IQ of 130 gives I 130 special attack. If they could somehow manage that, that would be kind of funny. My autistic ass didn't like the idea of temporary evolution. Felt like Digimon at first. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay, why is my YouTube stream shitting out again? Cyberpunk ass. When I was little, I didn't even know what the fuck a gimmick was. I don't know. My YouTube stream just keeps going black on my end. My like my stream health just keeps getting fucked up. Twitch over YouTube. For streaming, yes, I would agree. Twitch over YouTube personally. The Gen 10 gimmick is the Pokemon loses the lawsuit to Pikmin and Pikmin becomes the next great thing. Can we please watch the Pikmin trailer on stream? Fuck no. I watched that shit last night. That was something. I don't like to disrespect, like, I don't like to disrespect, you know, game developers and everything because it could be their first ever video game, but Pikmin is getting sued into the ground. This one might hit that. That would be funny having Power World and Nintendo team up for that. That would be really funny. If so, we need to get you followers fast. Man, I'm trying. I'm trying, man. Nah, I'm willing to take as long as it needs. Lumion Legacy stream soon. Maybe like Optimus Prime and Megatron and Waluigi. Oh, my throat is getting extremely sore from talking. Oh. It's weird how no one is here today, but last stream was literally your best ever. Yeah, on Twitch and YouTube, last stream was my best ever, but you're the only person here on YouTube. No, that's why me and my friends, we're like, Hickmon is like, yeah, you really did. You really did. Last stream on Sunday was a fucking riot. I streamed for 5 hours and there was 12 unique chatters on Twitch and like 12 on YouTube, or like 13 on YouTube as well. Neither on the Pal World nor the Pokemon area, and I'm almost sad to say that this might be straight up a way for them to try to piss off Pokemon and Pal World. Maybe you need to run more Sunday streams. I do Saturday and Sunday streams. I'm only streaming today because I got called off of work. Otherwise, my next stream would have been Saturday and then Sunday. Basically, my weekends are like, I go to the gym, I stream, and then do whatever the hell else I want for the rest of the night before I go to sleep. I'm hoping that my YouTube, what's your YouTube? Put it in Twitch description. Yeah, I can do that. How do I write a description on Twitch? Oh. Honestly, I set my Twitch up so long ago, I don't even remember half the shit that I put in. I'm hoping that more people do come and join the YouTube chat. Speaking of people coming and joining the YouTube chat, how are you doing? Alright, if you come to Twitch, then Twitch comes to you. Man, you guys are awesome. I swear to God, you guys are awesome. Bro is a Twitch noob? No, I really am. I'm learning every, like, yes, I am doing the YouTube short format. Oh, I touched YT. It was short format. I need to go shower. Okay, man. When you want... See, that's the reason I'm streaming on the YouTube shorts format, though. People can come across the stream while they're just scrolling shorts. Okay. How about I set up my OBS so I can stream on YouTube Shorts, Twitch, and YouTube just regularly? How about that? My cousin who is 7 scrolled YouTube Shorts for hours and literally every single video. Yeah. I am also streaming on Twitch. Yes, I am. Yozy, that name well deserved. He's in my Twitch chat. Yep, I'm streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. It's safer there. Twitch is safe. Okay. I'm here to piss off YouTube. Jesus Christ. You guys aren't fucking real, dude. I swear to God. When are you gonna stream on Rumble as Kick? Absolutely fucking not. I will not be doing that. Maybe you should co-stream. What? I don't even know what you just said to me. Did you beat Legends ZA? I did indeed beat Legends ZA. I liked Legends ZA. Legends ZA was a good game. I'm gonna head out. It's late as fuck. Peace out. Good luck on the soft resets. That's alright. I'm probably gonna end stream after I get to like 1800. My throat is killing me. Take it easy, man. Hope to see you this weekend, maybe. If you got time, I'd love to chat with you. Now here's the question. Should I record my next episode of Shiny Hunting Arceus on stream again? So now you have to hang out on both streams. Now you have me hang out on both streams. I got you. I could do that. I could do that. Be day 32. I'm gonna update my format, but not update it. I gotta change the layouts, basically, on YouTube, so. Bro, if you throw it hurt bad, too bad, don't force yourself. Nah, I'll be alright. I will definitely be okay. I'd love that. What is your tip, my friend? Add hashtag Pokemon and hashtag shiny punch, a bunch of hashtags, and you massively increase your chance of spreading the spreading of your algorithm. On YouTube or on Twitch? Because Twitch, like we talked about earlier, doesn't really have an algorithm, but hashtags, they can help, but they don't always help. That's what tags and keywords are there for. And if you'll notice, I do have tags on my YouTube stream. I can't believe, man. I was thinking about this last night. I've been shiny hunting Arceus every day for a month. That's kind of crazy to think about for me. Hmm. And the hunt ends tonight. I wish, man. Night Garmin. Alright, this is my last encounter for Charmander tonight. Alright, 1,800 encounters. Alright. On Saturday, I will probably end up doing like 2,200, 2,300 encounter mark. But here is the question. Do you guys want me to record my... What is this? Oh, fuck off. Do you guys want me to record my next episode of Shiny Hunting Arceus? Yeah, I can handle it. I'll be fine. Yeah, I'll be good. I'll be all right. I think I'll be all right. I don't actually talk during the encounters, so talking to you guys would be the extent of the actual talking that I do. All right. Over here. Shit. 32. 832. Up to 500 encounters. Yeah, dude. I think I'll end at 530, 500 528? Hold on. I gotta do the math quickly. 196 plus 32. Yeah, 528 encounters. Honestly, I think you get more views and more people would stay if you talked. I have an average watch time. Like the people that are actually not, the people that are actually watching the shorts and not swiping away, they're watching for the full length. I've looked into my analytics on it. So basically the way that this works is every day I add one encounter to the amount of encounters that I do. So for example, I did 31 encounters. I started at 465 encounters and I went to 496 encounters. That was today's video. Tomorrow's video will be 496 to 528. Gotta admit, 2 shiny hunts, both yellow shinies. What can I say, man? I like yellow shinies. What's confusing about it? Okay, so think about it this way, right? This is a lucky stream, bro. Come on, you got it. So think about it this way. On day 1, I did 1 encounter. On day 2, I did 2 encounters, so I was up to 3 encounters. On day 3, I did 3 encounters, so I was up to 6. So I do, each day I do that many encounters. So yeah. So day 1, 1 encounters. Day 2, 2 encounters. Day 3, 3 encounters. Day 4, 4 encounters. Yeah. So that is how this works. So yeah, I believe I'm gonna do this on a calculator just to be sure, but I'm pretty confident 528 is where we'll end off. 496 plus 32 is 528. Mind if I steal that idea too? There are some shinies I've left behind. It's not really stealing the idea. Go ahead and use it. I don't care. It's not my idea to begin with. I took inspiration from somebody else. $508 is going to be the shiny. You think 12 encounters? All right. I'm about to start. Day 32 of hunting Arceus until we get a shiny. Nope. Who did I see do it? Originally, I saw a YouTuber called Short Tempered do this with Pokemon Emerald. He did this with Mew. Dude, when YouTuber scared me one day, what happened? I follow her for a while. Friends call me Gaster. She called a shiny Badoo Gaster and yelled Gaster, and I got spooked and said, what? Not. Will 500 be the shiny? Counter 500. Imagine if 508 is actually is my guess number and it's shiny. If 508 is the encounter, I'll jump out my window. That would be about 1/8 of the odds. Actually, I think that would be exactly 1/8 of the odds. No, not exactly, but it would be about 1/8 of the odds. I'd have to force myself. I'd have to purchase myself Fire Red and force myself to shiny hunt Squirtle. I'm sorry, did I miss something? What are you saying come on bro for? Shiny Arceus right here? Look, I ain't going for shiny living decks in this game too much. Yeah, no, fuck that. Fuck that. You know, so many people that comment on these shorts are like, they talk about Arceus is shiny locked in this game, and it's not. I've done so much research. It is not shiny locked in this game. And you can't because Pokemon Home is being so dumb. You've shiny hunted Arceus in this game? Yeah, exactly. A different person every fucking time. Fair enough, bro. Once I get it, I will too. Three encounters. 3 encounters until 508. I'd probably trade it to Arceus though, because fuck Diamond. Honestly, Arceus is 100 times better. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, try telling that to people on YouTube, man. They don't like videos half the time. I have a video with 20,000 views. It has 91 likes on it. Yeah, day 26 was my best video by far. I'm talking like 17,000 views by far. All right, 508 right here. Will this be the shiny? And 508 is not the shiny. It would have been cool. It'd be 509 to piss me off. That'd be really funny if it was 509 or 507. God, I love this hunt. This hunt takes forever, but I love this hunt. Yep, 528 is the end today. Day 248. I'll kill myself if that happens. Having to encounter this thing 30 times a day is already kind of it's taxing to say the least. It's very boring doing this without talking to people. I mean, straight up, do you know how over odds 248 would be? Day 248 would be so far over odds, it would be better to just give up on the hunt. It would be like Johnstone going 3,700 encounters for shiny Fion at an encounter at a shiny rate of 1 in 512. Johnstone's great, man. I love Johnstone's videos. Halfway through. His old videos help me sleep. Yeah. Johnstone's Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Shiny Dex video is something. M&J I love M&J TV. Could you imagine I do this idea with eggs? Hatching one more egg every day until we get a shiny. Yeah, PM7 is also a really good one too. If I did eggs, bro, I'd probably quit. If I did eggs, this hunt would have been done on day 3. Dude, that gives me such a good idea, actually. Getting a box full of random Pokemon eggs using the Masuda method. So, like, put 5 Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet, put a Ditto, and put 5 Pokemon on your team. 5 random Pokemon. And hatch a box of random Pokemon eggs every single day until you get a shiny, and see how many days it takes you and what shiny you would get. That sounds like a fire idea for a video. You know what? I might do that. I might do that. You should live stream next Legends games whenever they come out, and when you make it a long form video. I could do that. I might. That would be a really good idea, actually. I think I might do that with Winds and Waves, honestly. Encounters are going up. Cool. Eight more encounters. 7 encounters. That would be pretty funny. Five encounters left. Got 3 encounters left today. All right, last encounter. Not day 32. I will see you guys for day 33. All right, well, unfortunately, not yet. Uh, all right, well, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. Remember, I will be switching my Twitch name to prosperityYT_ after this stream is over. So thank you guys for chilling and talking. I appreciate it. Hope you guys have a great night. Thank you guys. I'll see you on... I'll be streaming on Saturday and Sunday, so see you whenever.